Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our universe.
The CayVin Universe.
Oh, yes, we are your host. I'm Vinny.
And I'm Caylin.
As always, you can follow us at the CayVin Universe on social media.
And you can email us at thecayvinuniverse@gmail.com.
Oh, yes. What's going on today?
Not much.
I literally totally blinked on
I
that
know,
introduction.
Me too.
It's like, what's going on? Thank you for joining us and all our non-glory, us and all our mess.
All of our mess.
Yeah, what are we talking about today?
Well, the topic of the episode is movies of the month.
Yes, movies of the month. Yeah, it's just awkward because today is our first episode that we have cameras in our faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's we're gonna get the
I don't even want to look.
Yeah, I know, get the jitters out right now.
I feel like looking into the camera is equivalent to like staring at somebody too long.
Yeah.
Like in their eyes.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's why I've been kind of prolonging all this because of that exact same what you just said. Because it's just like I know once you add a camera element to it, everything just it just becomes awkward, you know? Because I don't know, because it's unnatural versus like talking into a mic. It's just a device that you talk into, you know?
Because if you think about it, like the cameras are watching us and like I don't know. Literally, that's what people are going to be doing. So
yeah,
that just gives me more anxiety.
That's true. The camera equates to just eyeballs.
Yeah.
Other people. But, I mean, people are going to watch. We watch a lot of things.
Yeah.
Some things we love, some things we hate. That's how it goes. Life goes on.
Yeah, it's all good.
Anyway, so you want to go ahead and get started with the movies of the month, of course.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's start off with the one that you could not believe that I hadn't seen, Edward Scissorhands. Sorry, don't judge me.
Yeah, how have you not seen Edward Scissorhands?
I know, but I'm really, really glad you showed it to me.
Yes, I'm glad I showed it to you too. Johnny Depp, I can't even say her name. It's like a tongue twister.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good. I kind of liked the concept of it. I liked the way it started and that sweet lady.
1990.
Everybody just what?
1990.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Neither of us were born.
Shit, I would have thought that it was older.
Well,
just because
Johnny Depp was
I don't
young.
know. I guess the camera.
Yeah.
I don't know. The look of it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry. What were we saying? What did you think?
I was just trying to say that it was a good movie overall.
Yeah. I think it was funny how did you think the main lady was out to get something in return or something? Did you think
no,
she was secretly
she was
evil?
Sweet. She just wanted to help people.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she did for him.
I remember at one point you're like, wait, is she really nice?
I know.
You were like, wait, is she gonna turn into the villain?
At first, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, the neighborhood's so nosy.
Oh,
that part, upset
I couldn't live in that neighborhood. I hate.
I know, right? It's like mind your own business.
Yes, I hate a neighborhood where everyone wants to know your business.
Yeah.
And it was 1990.
That probably was the thing.
Yeah.
Especially in a neighborhood like that, all the houses look the same.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you've seen neighborhoods like that where it looks like the Edward Scissorhands neighborhoods.
Yes, still. They're starting to
you can
build
tell all those type of people live there.
Yeah, I like that.
Ugh.
I don't know why.
Disgusting.
Terrible idea.
I wish we all lived in trees. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine a whole civilization of like legit tree houses?
That would be awesome.
If we figured that out in the forest, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I mean, communication or travel.
Yeah.
Transportation would be terrible, probably.
Speaking of tree houses, there's a show on Netflix that I came across that I'm kind of wanting to start watching. It's
what?
I think it's called Treehouse Masters.
Oh, Jesus.
I saw it on Hulu or I saw it on Netflix. I don't know.
That sounds cool. Maybe I'm thinking of Treehouses because of one of the movies we have on our list, Hereditary.
Ooh, yeah. What did you think of that one? That was actually a movie that I had chosen to watch for my birthday. One of the things I wanted to do was watch a movie. And I wanted it to be a horror film, one that neither one of us had seen.
Right.
So I came across this one, and I'm glad we watched it. It was kind of slow in the beginning, but it turned out to be really good.
I don't even know how to explain this movie. Like what?
Yeah, it's kind of like a oof.
It's kind of like it's not really scary, but it's like spooky, but it's not really spooky. It's like creepy, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just like makes your skin crawl. Just gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Yes, and it was
That's
one of
what it
those
is.
movies that like, and I love when that happens with us, when we like are watching a movie and something just crazy happens,
Yeah.
and we just like look over at each other like, what? Did you see that?
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, all those parts were good. It had a lot of, not jump scares, but just like, I guess, freak out scares. Like, holy shit, I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah, exactly.
But literally, they said like 20 words in that whole fucking movie. Like, I don't understand. Like, literally,
there was a lot of
like
silence,
you could tweet the whole script of the movie. You could tweet. There's enough fucking characters on Twitter to tweet that whole movie. They barely said anything the whole movie, and then you have parts that are dead quiet for like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden, extreme like yelling type crying, loudness for like another 10 minutes, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? But once you get past all of that, you get like a lot of those what the fuck just happened moments in a row, and that's like the best part.
Yeah, it's one of those you just have to wait it out. Like, it's worth it at the end.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be it's gonna feel like a drag. It's gonna feel like a drag for but once you get past, honestly, it was the part that we like literally
stopped at.
Yeah, exactly. It was exactly that part. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there was a part where I got fed up.
Yeah, we actually had to stop it. We finished it the next day.
We finished it because I was like, I don't understand this movie. Yeah. But had I just gone on 5 more minutes, we would have kept watching the rest of the way. Yeah, exactly. Because there is a breaking point in that movie where everything is just like, gets like, holy, okay, now you still like that. The only problem is, I'm trying not to give as little spoilers as possible, but you still don't fully really understand the movie at the end.
Yeah.
But they give enough to make it satisfying, I guess you could say. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's crazy.
Beware of the naked people, though.
Yeah, beware.
That's not really a spoiler, but there's some nudies.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's another thing. The whole movie just, it literally like comes out of nowhere.
Like what? I know.
Yeah. It's like, oh, there's
like
a dog.
We were literally sitting there and we're watching, and it's like all of a sudden we go, where did the naked people come from?
I'm just like, oh, okay, there's a dong in the background. like some naked old lady just like in the background random. Just So I mean, that's not like we said, that's not a spoiler, but there's gonna be a point in the movie where you're just watching and you're like, huh, there's 2 old people, naked old people right there. Like, and then they never really explained that.
They didn't, right?
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Just up until the end when everybody was naked.
Yeah, there's no way to spoil this movie because you're not going to understand it at the end.
Yeah. For somebody, and this is another one we need to see. If you enjoyed like the concept of that movie, we need to really watch Midsommar. Because I've seen it, and for anybody who has seen Midsommar, you need to watch Hereditary if you haven't, because they're kind of similar in like the cult-ish way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I do like that cult type
exactly. That's what I'm
saying.
I guess
if
you enjoyed that, like you would really enjoy the other one.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
If you had to be involved in a cult, would you be a leader or a follower?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. You have more fun as the leader, but what did he say? That's what I'm trying to think of.
You make more money as a leader.
More money as a leader, but you have more fun as a follower.
Yeah.
Creed Bratton, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So what would you do?
Let's see. I think I would have to be the leader.
Yeah, same.
In like a non-cocky way, but it's just the fact that like the leader is the one that will never have a chance of dying unless somebody was after them. The leader is the one that kills the followers if need be.
That's an interesting way to look at it. That's just from
shit I've seen on TV.
Oh, you're like...
Yeah, American Horror Story cult. I don't want to be like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because there's
I want to call the shots.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's different types. Because if you're in that type of cult where there's like all this like straight up killing, like nothing involved. Yeah, you don't. If you're a follower, you could just be the next one. Yeah. Just as an example. Yeah. That's true. Like I was looking at it more as like a.
The Kool-Aid guy I know was death, but like he had the right idea. It was like quick and easy. Everybody. Shit. Like not like one by one when they piss you off.
Even if I was a follower, I would like pretend to drink it, but not really. And then at the end, everyone's dead, and I'm just like, all right, cool.
And another point, if I was the follower, I would have to be like the leader's right-hand man.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like
true.
I'm his or hers bitch.
You're the stoolman.
That's the only way I keep my life
You're
safe.
the stoolman. You wipe their butt. Oh.
No, I don't wipe anybody's
That's a
ass.
prestigious position. Like, oh my God, there's Caylin, the stoolman. She's the leader.
Don't ever
She's the
say
prophet
that
stoolman. Would you like a free drink,
Get out of
Miss
here.
Stoolman?
My God.
No, but yeah, I mean, I was looking at it more as like a Klaus Umbrella Academy type way. I would want to.
Oh, see, that's a fun cult.
Yeah, see, that's a fun.
They like
see
go
that.
swimming and pick flowers and shit.
Yeah, that you could be a leader or a follower. You'd have a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I would be a leader, but I wouldn't want everyone to like worship me.
Well, in that case, if it was like a Klaus cult, then the leader would get tired of everybody loving him so much.
Yeah, I would make it like a I don't know, like a team of leaders, not just one, like an Avengers team of leaders.
A team of leaders.
Yeah, like I don't know. See, I just think like not one person can't just run everything. That's just impossible in every way.
I see what you mean.
You know, we try to make it happen in society. Say, hey, look how that's going.
Yeah, co-leaders.
Well, and you see, that's the thing. You can't necessarily be two either.
Assistant leaders.
It has to be like a group, like a Justice League.
Yeah, like a Supreme Court.
Yeah, where it's like all the badass people.
Like a committee.
Yeah, I guess you can say that, but a committee where everyone is badass and like, just like fight to the death, if they have a problem. Not to the death, but like, if like let's say they want to do something, they all have to agree, and then if like two people have a disagreement in the committee,
yeah,
they're like so badass that they like can fight for it and stuff.
Huh. Okay, yeah. I like your idea.
That's my cult, ladies and gentlemen. That's my elevated pitch for my cult.
Auditions to be in a cult?
Right. Oh, God. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence, and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
Do we even get to these movies yet?
Yeah, we've gotten to Edward Scissorhands. We've gone to Hereditary. Let's see, which one you want to talk about next? Ooh, I just wanted you to watch this one, Scary Stories to Tell in Dark. I saw it when it was in the movies.
I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah?
It's really great. I liked it. I already was, like, even after the movie had questions, like, for the next one.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like, I wonder what
you saw,
happens
like, well, if you've seen the movie, you'll see at the end there's, like, a sort of like a little cliffhanger. It's like,
Augie.
Something they, like, hinted they could do next. You know?
Yeah.
So there could be a part 2. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, I liked, basically, a lot of the more popular, like, scary stories from the book.
Yeah.
They kind of brought all those to life, so I thought that was pretty cool.
And what did you
Especially
think
everyone
about,
knows
like,
the Scarecrow Man.
Oh, yeah. What did you think about, like, the costume design? They did pretty good, right? I watched, a whole freaking YouTube about it.
Was the director Benicio del Toro?
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. Why did I say Benicio did? So is that someone else?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. He was a Scarecrow dude, wasn't he? Or no?
Really?
I don't know. Was he?
Oh. I don't know, really. Gotta look it up here.
Yeah, where's
Oh, look. No, Harold the Scarecrow, Mark Steger.
Oh, okay. I
I
guess
think
he just
Guillermo is
directed
just
it.
the director, maybe.
Well, yeah, I like that. And like you said, there's a cliffhanger that could lead to a number 2. So we'll talk more about that.
We actually, we've both seen this movie, Beetlejuice, but it's just like a classic.
Yeah, if you hadn't seen Beetlejuice, another Rudder.
Yeah, and we actually, both of us, if I can speak for both of us, we prefer like movies like Amazon or on Amazon, Netflix, because there's no commercials. We actually sat through the commercials just so we could continue to watch Beetlejuice because we watched it on like cable TV.
Regular TV.
Yeah,
that's interesting. We did do that.
Yeah, and we usually don't.
Yeah, we usually don't. But yeah, that's like, I guess because I hate cable TV, but I also love it. I know. And like,
that's what DVR's for. You just skip all that shit.
Yeah, I just wish you can get everything on like Hulu or Netflix.
We were just talking about a movie. Why are we talking about DVR?
No, because I was gonna just make a point that, like, I don't know, like. It's like we're at the point where everyone's starting to cut cable, but it's like there's just like still just a few little things that we just need that they're just holding on to, that they're like, we got you just because these few little things. Like for me, it's wrestling. Yeah. For you, it's like the reality shows. Yeah. You know, they just
which
have
is only like 1 or 2 that I watch.
Exactly, and there's only 1 or 2 like wrestling shows that I watch.
Yeah, and we're literally paying double.
And
for
essentially.
for a few
Well,
shows.
because even it still comes out like around the same price, or like maybe even a few bucks cheaper than Hulu and YouTube. So it's
yeah,
just
you're
like,
right.
ugh,
You're right.
because the Hulu TV and YouTube, we could do
We
that.
tried that. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I think YouTube TV is. We tried all of them, and I think YouTube TV is the best one out of all of them.
Yeah.
But with the whole, that's another thing. We get the Wi-Fi, the whole bundle
Yeah.
bullshit. That's how they get you too. Or, I'm sorry, YouTube and Hulu, make your shit cheaper.
Yeah.
It comes out. My cable box is gonna. You're gonna get a whole cable box with DVR, and everyone knows how to use that by now because it's almost obsolete.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get that for $5 cheaper than just an app. I'd rather get the whole experience.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
You make a good point.
yeah, so make your shit like $10-15 cheaper, Hulu and YouTube, and I guarantee you everyone's
do
gonna
it.
cut cable.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone.
That's
all
what
you
they're
need.
trying to
Don't be
do,
greedy.
yeah.
Just make it. Let's say 20. No, be greedy.
I
Let's say
know,
make
right?
it- Let's say
Like,
make
yeah.
it $20 cheaper. That's it. That's it. That's how you cut cable. But like I said, if it's gonna be around the same price, or just a couple bucks less, people
What
are
is
gonna
it
pay.
right now?
It's like we pay like $45, right?
Yeah.
And Hulu and YouTube are 50, 55.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like, see, it's
Shit,
like
make it like 40.
exactly.
Well,
So, and then of course we're gonna get number one, the one that's $5 cheaper, and number two, we're gonna get the one that comes with the box and the experience, because like
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
that's kind of more of like a homey thing, like a
Yeah.
homey experience to have that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like I never really had much of that growing up, so I like to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually we had DirecTV, here and there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We had like Dish in my
yeah.
house or something.
yeah, and then there'd be times where cable for a couple months, but that's
Yeah.
that's just life.
Yeah.
But anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about
Oh yeah,
Beetlejuice.
so yeah, but oh yeah, and
The
then
movie.
ending
Yeah.
the point. That started this whole long tangent. Ending the point is, you want to cut cable, that's how you do it. Make your
Yeah.
shit $20, $30, $40 cheaper.
Free. Make it free.
Make it free, just for a
Free
year.
99.
And I guarantee you, cable companies are done.
Literally. But
Anyway.
back to Beetlejuice. How long had it been since you first watched it? Or since you watched it previously?
So probably since I was a kid, like a teenager, probably
Dude, me
13.
too.
But when I was a kid, I've seen it. Like when I was around that age, I'd seen it like 20 times.
Yeah.
Like a lot, because my
Mhm.
brother loves acting out movies.
Yeah.
So he loves rewatching movies to get, scenes perfect, and to know every line of the movie, and to be able to act out any part of the movie.
And that was
so
one of them.
that was a movie where he literally pretty much every Beetlejuice line he's said and acted out a million times.
Wow, that's cool.
So, yeah, it was annoying growing up, but now it's cool because it's like you have those things kind of burned in your head. So
Yeah.
anytime, that's basically how me and my brother communicate, is through like just remember this, remember this,
Yeah.
remember this, remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's cool though. That's like y'all's thing.
yeah, like sometimes he just calls me just to act out. Like I'll be like, hello, and he'll be acting out a whole scene, yelling and shit. And then he'll be like, what's up, bro? And I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, oh, I'm just calling to bullshit with you. And I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. All right, bye.
Bye.
Like that's literally our
Talk to you later.
conversations. Like, all right, cool. Sometimes I'm just like, don't know what to say,
Yeah.
but I appreciate it, so I just like laugh it off, and
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, bye. But hey, that's a way of communicating. So
Yeah.
so basically, this movie is I pretty much can hear this movie in my head
Yeah.
sometimes.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. That I didn't know when
Yeah.
we were watching it. So that's cool to know now.
Yeah, there's lots of movies like that, but this is definitely one of the top ones.
Yeah.
And are they going through with part 2?
I saw something about it, but it's been a while, I think. I don't know. They should.
This whole pandemic is just like everything is done,
Yeah. I feel.
like or been put on pause.
Yeah. It's like people are already like finding a new way to do things.
Honestly,
So it's kind of sad that like when and if things do get back to normal, people are going to have to literally remember how they did it before.
right.
Yeah.
Like get used to everything all over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, if there's no definite thing on the first couple things of Google, we probably don't know anything right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
They
But
should
yeah,
really do it.
but yeah, even if like movie theaters and stuff don't come back, you're right. They're gonna find other ways to do it. Like what about Mulan? Like, of course we haven't seen that, but what do you think about Disney Plus having it? But you have to have Disney Plus, which is like what, $8 to $14 a month? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 if you get a bundle or something like that.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to pay an additional $30 to see the movie. But
No way.
yeah, that's what they're doing for Mulan.
Okay, in my opinion, I didn't think Mulan was gonna do good in the first place.
No,
in
not
the
at all.
movies.
Yeah.
So
I'm-
that's pretty shitty that people can't even have been paying their monthly, charge for how long has Disney been out?
Like almost over a year, right?
They just
got
gotta pay for the movie that they fucking just filmed. That's all
but
they're
because
trying to do.
oh shit.
I don't even. What happened?
I just hit my face with this.
Oh.
But they're doing that because it's like it was supposed to come out in theaters. So think about how much money they're losing from
That's what I'm saying. They're just trying to make their money.
Yeah.
For the film,
But it's like, what have they? I literally got Disney Plus for The Mandalorian, and then as soon as Mandalorian was over, I canceled it because Disney Plus was cool for that, for The Mandalorian, and then it was cool like, oh, let's go back and watch all our old stuff that we watched when we were kids.
Yeah.
For the nostalgia. But literally that got old after like a month or two.
Yeah.
And then like
I rewatched
they've
all the
given
seasons
us
of Hannah Montana.
Yeah. Exactly.
That was like all I did. There was some good National Geographic documentaries.
I did want to get into that, but
I saw one about
wasn't
Amelia
enough.
Earhart on there. Oh, it's really good.
yeah, I bet there's some really good shows, and I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's a knock on Disney Plus, but it's like those documentaries ain't enough to make me pay, the $8.99 a month. Maybe I'm just saying that because I'm cheap.
Yeah.
What?
Remember when we watched that National Geographic Drain Alcatraz or something like that?
Was it on Disney Plus?
It was on
Yes.
Disney Plus. I think.
Okay. We watched a documentary on Alcatraz that looked good, and then once we started watching it, it was terrible. They repeated the same thing like 20 times just to fill an episode.
Showing the same video loop of them. It's like, what was it, like a 3D animation of them literally draining the water around Alcatraz.
Yes, it was literally like, So, it was a 3D animation of the water, and then they drained the water, and it showed, like, all the terrain of what's underneath all the water Alcatraz. Yeah. But it's almost like they spent almost half or more than half the budget on this show, on this documentary. They spent half of that on that 3D model. They spent half of that on some computer guy making that, and some team of people making that. They spent so much on that that literally you could put together all the times they showed it, and it would probably make up half the damn episode. It's like, again, if we go back and we drain the water, this shows, then I'm like, oh,
and not to mention, too, I guess this probably would make up the other half. Remember they would show the same picture of like a prisoner that had escaped?
Oh, yes. They literally
the
repeated
same
his story
mugshot.
like 4 times.
Yeah.
And I'm
it's
just like, okay,
I
get it.
this was like a long time ago, but you don't have another picture of him.
Honestly, I think it's just because everyone's so infatuated with Alcatraz, and like, because I mean, it is kind of like something out of
attraction.
like a horror book or horror movie, and it's an attraction because of that, because of the spookiness of it. And I do believe some of the spooky stories, there were some shady and scary shit that probably happened. I'm not saying that, and it'd be a terrible place to go if you're anyone, but at the same time, it's like, for the most part, it was a maximum security prison. You know what I mean? So
just like any other.
And I think that's why they want to give you stuff about Alcatraz, but then they don't really have much, so they kind of have to fill in the gaps. With this 3D fucking model. Oh, God. Let's move on.
Where are you? You bunch of losers! You're working with a professional here! Nice fucking model!
The Purge. I had never seen this movie. I'd never seen any of the Purges. And we're kind of debating which one to start with, because you had told me they're all kind of different.
There are.
Or different individual stories. But in the same universe, I assume.
Like one, we watched the first one, which is, it's set, the setting is like inside the house, of this, this man who builds these security systems for nights like those, And then you have your other one where it's set out to where the setting is outside where everything's going on, and then there's another one that's like kind of like both. So
interesting. But we saw this first one, and there was some slow parts, but overall I liked it. I just think the son is the most annoying character of the cast,
the little boy
of the cast.
on the first one.
If I was that little boy's dad, I would have
And the one thing that upset me mainly with him is this, like, he would fuck up, and his mom, like, oh, little baby. Like,
like spoiling him. Like, like, that's the thing. He's like just a spoiled little brat.
back
That
of his
wouldn't
head.
happen. Yeah, that wouldn't happen in my house growing up.
I know, right?
Oh Jesus.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's when the chancla comes out. You know, if you're in the public in the store, that's when your parent tells you, let's go try this on.
Yeah.
And you go,
Or yeah,
give you a
my-
spanking in the dressing room.
Yeah, my grandma, I think my mom told me before that my grandma would get like the back of her arm right here
Oh, like
and
pinch
like
it.
pinch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're coming with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So, my burn's
pinch in
so
the ear.
ugly.
nah, it's not. I mean,
ugly, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Accidentally
it's pretty
burned
bad.
myself.
Yeah, because of the freaking cat.
The cat, yeah. So our cat is still like kind of small, and you open a drawer, you open a cabinet. She like wants to like know, oh, what's in here, Well, I'm taking, Logan, our husky, he eats chicken, taking it out of the oven after it's been, baked. And she's trying to climb in the oven at 450 degrees. So my thing is just to try and close it on her, before she gets in there more. Yeah. And my arm was in the way. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, sorry. I just explained my burn.
No, I mean, that's just.
Yeah.
I was just gonna bring that point up. Is like, why do cats like they get into so much shit? They scratch us. They destroy our
Yes.
stuff.
Or like that
And,
episode of Bad Friends.
Huh?
When that episode of Bad Friends.
Oh, when
When
the
they were
Bobby
talking
Lee,
about how Bobby Lee's house.
the cat basically flooded the house because they knocked
she
the
she
thing
turned
over
the
and they
sink
turned
or
it on.
something, right?
Yeah,
Like little bitches, man.
but we still love them and we still like
Yeah, we do.
like see even that wouldn't like I wouldn't get rid of the cat for that.
right?
You'd be
yeah.
pissed off for days, but at
Mhm.
the end of the day, that's your.
Exactly.
It's like
yeah.
they have this spell over us. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's kind of hard too with us because we brought Marvel home when she was like in the palm of my hand,
Yeah.
like small. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think people talk about like rescues are great, and it's important
Yeah.
to like it's important for all those animals to have a home.
Yeah.
So it's something. It's a special connection when you rescue an animal.
Yeah.
And I'm not doubting that, but no one really talks about like the special connection when you have an animal when they're the size of the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
And you see them grow up and you see them every day, you know everything about them, and they see you every day and they know everything about you. They 100% of the time I
Yeah.
agree, these animals, they know us better than we know ourselves probably, because
yeah.
they know pretty much probably when we get up what we're about to do, because
Yeah.
all they do is see and watch us, and they know they can probably run around this whole house with all the lights off because
Yeah.
they're so used to this environment. So
Yeah.
I just
didn't
think
you
there's
say
something
that they
to
can
that.
See in the dark.
And, I know cats for sure can. I
Yeah.
don't know about dogs,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know. There's just something to that,
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
And she
man.
like has her routine. Like she eats, the same time every day. She learned how to use the litter box very early on.
Yeah.
Which we were proud of. And every morning when I get up and get ready for work, she will come in and she'll jump from the toilet to the sink,
Yeah.
and then she'll just sit there and stare at me while I get ready for work. Like she does it every morning. So it's
That's
like her
awesome.
thing. I know.
Yeah, and then me too. Every time I wake up, and it's like I almost expect it now, and like because I expect it every time it happens, I just can't help but smile. But like I know when I get up and go to the restroom and close the door, that I'm gonna be in there 10, 15 minutes, whatever. And then when
Yeah.
I get up and I open the door, she's gonna be literally just sitting right
just
there,
sits there, right?
just waiting. Yep.
Mhm.
I just like that's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Like
She's like, "What are you doing in there?"
Yeah, it's like I never knew that I would want that. That
Yeah.
want that feeling.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh man, I'm getting teary eyes just thinking about
I
it.
know, right? And our
Jesus.
big baby over there.
Yeah, I know, Logan. See, it's like
Logan.
we don't deserve animals, man.
Yeah,
It's like they're such a blessing to us.
they are.
Anyway, anyway, we're talking about movies this episode.
Oh yeah. That.
This is kind of like a new thing we decided to start doing is movies of the month and games of the month. So basically every month we're gonna break down the movies we saw that month and then the games that we played that month, or
Yeah.
that I've played that month.
Mhm.
Because I know you play video games too, but I'm pretty much like I actually go out and like look for new games to
Yeah.
play because I'm that into it. I'm that much
Yeah.
of a nerd, but I love it. So It Chapter 2, this is a movie that we've seen before. Well,
Yeah.
the first time we saw it in the movie theaters, we kind of didn't enjoy ourselves because we were
Yeah.
fighting.
Okay,
You
tell the
remember that?
world.
Oh, hey. This podcast is about.
Yeah, it was just a
Cheers.
bad day.
Yeah, it was a bad day. So we
So,
rewatched it.
yeah. Retry.
It was great.
Yeah,
I
it
love.
was right.
Yeah, I loved everything but the ending. The ending sucked.
Yeah.
No, you get it. That's a joke.
And it was like
that's
a-
a joke of the movie.
Oh yeah. But
But the ending did suck. Spoiler alert: if you hadn't seen it, you should have seen it by now because it was a good movie overall. But the ending, they basically bully him to death.
yeah, I thought that was real. I don't know, just not what I expected.
Yeah.
And they could have like gotten rid of him in a better way. It's
Yeah,
like,
but
make
there
him
might
feel
be a
small. I
part
was like,
3.
what?
There might be a part 3, so maybe they didn't get rid of him fully.
Yeah.
That is what I would like to see how they explain that one. But that's kind of was the butt of the joke because, like, apparently Stephen King is known, like, where the ending of his movies aren't really that good. He never knows how to end the movies or books. So that's why they kind of played it apart.
Yeah.
Billy's character.
I love
he
that
was a
Stephen
writer.
King was actually in the movie though.
Yeah, that was great.
For
that
like
was great.
briefly.
And I love how Pennywise was in the movie a lot more than he was in part 1.
Right. And I feel like it was a lot gory.
Yes.
A lot more gory. is what I mean.
Please, if there's a part 3, please more. Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said before, I love that gory, like evil clown. You know, not like I said before, I'm not a juggalo, but I do like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And I'm just like I said, I'm curious to see how they like bring him back or what's going on.
Yeah, we'll see.
I've never read the book, but I know I've heard that there's like something about a turtle.
What?
They can defeat him or something. The only one that can truly defeat him is some turtle that like floats in space or something.
It's
this
like
giant
no
turtle.
longer gonna be a horror movie if you do that. I hope they don't go that route.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody out there kind of probably knows what I'm talking about, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
I don't know about you, but I'm hungry.
yeah, you want to go? You want to eat?
Yeah.
What are we gonna eat?
I don't know.
Chili dogs.
Oh yeah, chili cheese dogs.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Nice,
And we're about to have a
nice.
nutrition episode in a few weeks. Plenty of time, people. Plenty of time. You gotta enjoy yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna
enjoy
have
yourself
like tilapia and like
tomorrow.
rice the
Yeah.
rest of the week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Gotta get them omegas.
Yeah. Our pod days are cheat day.
Yeah, right. It's cool. Kind of like a celebration for the episode.
Yeah.
Because it is work. It is work setting all this up and then having to edit it all.
Yeah.
It's work. It's work. But
We'll
I love
see.
doing it, and I love doing this with you. So
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, let us know if you've seen these movies. Be sure to message us on social media, follow us, email us, share, subscribe, review, help this podcast grow.
Yes.
Kaylin, do you have anything to say?
I think I'm good.
All right.
I think we're good to go.
Okay, guys. Peace and love. Thank you again for listening, and you will hear from us soon.
Bye, guys.
Never trust the living.